with Mike Lawler, the New York Congressman, sits on the House Financial Services Committee. Congressman, great to have you. That's a high concentration of wealth at the White House today. What do you make of that? Now, the understanding is we want closer ties with India. Obviously, we have a lot of tech ties already, but it's not just coincidental that this is coming at a time with fractured relations with China. What do you think of it?
Well, I think no question, Neil. It speaks to the strategic importance of our relationship with India. They are the world's largest democracy. They are an ally in the Indo-Pacific region. And, earlier this year, I traveled to Japan, Korea, and Taiwan, with the focus, of course, being on China and what they are doing to undermine the United States and our allies across the globe. And so I think the relationship between India and the United States is of critical importance. We need to be working with all of our allies in the region: Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, the Philippines, Australia, New Zealand, and India. And so I think it obviously speaks volumes to the fact that you see so many of the largest CEOs in our country attending tonight's state dinner. We have the joint session of Congress at 4 o'clock to listen to Prime Minister Modi's remarks. And I think they are critical as we look to combat the threat from China.
You're quite right to understand that India connection, Congressman, because in the case of Google, the CEO, Sundar Pichai, certainly of Indian descent, Microsoft's Satya Nadella, also of part Indian descent. So I'm wondering here if this is a time to sort of close off China. Now, China, of course, has not been entirely helpful in a lot of other matters, gets a lot of defense and related military items from Russia. We're going to offer them some stuff with the message, I think, sir, buy from us, not from them. But they're not solid friends here. They're not reliable friends. I'm just wondering, are they just deemed better friends than certainly China would be?
Well, look, there's no question in the Indo-Pacific, many of our allies have relied on China and Russia over the years for, imports and for materials, and specifically India when it comes to military equipment. And so I think the importance here is for the United States to strengthen our relationships, to make sure that we are increasing trade, especially when it comes to military equipment. I am going to be introducing legislation later this year that creates a NATO-like alliance in the Indo-Pacific. I think that is of critical importance as we're talking about the threat that China poses in the Indo-Pacific, in the South China Sea. The work that they are doing with respect to economic coercion on allies to take over ports and bases, and what they're doing right now in Cuba, setting up basically a spy base just off the coast of Florida. Frankly, the president's remarks the other day that President Xi had no knowledge and was embarrassed about the Chinese spy balloon decries the evidence and information we've received, and it's just laughable, the tack that the administration has taken.
You mentioned Cuba, what's happening now. We have confirmed and that we have tracked the workers for ZTE and Huawei, the big Chinese communication concerns, have been spotted in Cuba. They are apparently working on this suspected spy site in Cuba, or whatever they're calling it. What do we do about that?
Look, I think it really comes down to a fundamental fact. China is our greatest geopolitical foe. We need to be working with our allies, not only in NATO, but in the Indo-Pacific. And we need to focus on our own hemisphere. I think previous administrations have kind of taken their eye off the ball when it comes to the Western Hemisphere, especially the Caribbean. And I think we need to be making sure that we are taking action. What Brazil did earlier this year with respect to trade and getting off the United States currency is of great concern. So I think both from an economic standpoint and a national security standpoint, we need to be taking the threat seriously. We need to be increasing our partnerships and our capabilities in the Indo-Pacific, in the Caribbean, and making sure that we are not asleep at the switch, which, frankly, the Biden administration has been during its over 2 years so far.
All right. Very good catching up with you, Congressman. Thank you very much.